Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Communities Unite, where it's a series about v- different communities and kind of linking up. And yeah, it's gonna be really cool. And this episode is gonna be as a reunion, another reunion as such, because all these guys today were in the Mental Health Awakening series early on in the year, I guess, like May time. But we all did it before May, so I guess maybe February time. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna get everyone to introduce themselves if you don't know who they are. And yeah, and then after that we can have a nice, great chat and catch up with everyone. So Angela, you first.
Hello, I'm Angela T. Jackson. I'm the CEO, founder, the face of the Jackson Impact Mental Health Solutions in the USA. I'm in Tennessee. And yes, I was a part of Mental Health Awakening. I'm excited to come together for Communities Unite. This is that time of year to network and connect. Glad to be here.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be it's really fun, Angela, that you're back. Dr. Dangerfield.
Hello, I am Dr. Lucretia Dangerfield. I am a licensed professional counselor in Tennessee, along with Angela. I am the CEO and founder of LV Dangerfield LLC, where we work with leaders, helping them to build and grow other leaders to transform our community and the world when it deals with mental health.
Yeah, it's great to have you back, Dr. Dangerfild. And yeah, we got some CEOs, like kind of a secret agents here, I guess. Because that, like, you're going undercover. So yeah, it's great to have some CEOs here, today. And we'll find out if we've got any more, I guess, as we go along. Shay, hello.
Hello, how is everyone? I am Shay Knight, also known as Lady Legs, which is I am an entrepreneur and CEO of Lady Legs ENT LLC, which is also puts me in the front seat of being a CEO of Shay Knight Lady Legs Cars for Cancer, 12 years strong of support of breast cancer and women of individuals of cancer. I am also a speaker, an author, and activist of mental health awareness and childhood traumas and helping individuals get loosened from those things of the past that have been holding them back and in the same location of where they've been in a past life to go forward and getting that balance and in between of the struggles of where they are and where they want to be. I'm Shay Knight.
Glad to have you again, Shay, because like as we all know, like we all love your voice. But yeah, another CEO. I got a feeling I've got to call this episode something to do with CEOs or something. But yeah, it's great to have Shay back again. Because like when we did our episode with Angela as well, we like it was lots about inspirational, like talking and stuff like that, and like as you can see, Shay is very good at that. And yeah, it's great to have Shay back as long with Angela and Dr. Dangerfield and Myesha. So I'll hand it over to you, Myesha. Introduce yourself. Off you. You're still on mute. Still on mute.
You got to tap your screen, Myesha,
Yeah.
and then it'll pop up and you hit the mute.
You just start the screen.
Okay,
There we go.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, can hear you now.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Myesha Thurman, aka Coach My. I'm an adoption advocate, a mental health advocate, and I'm a CEO of Be You on Purpose Life Coaching Services LLC. And I'm here to impact others, to encourage them to be themselves on purpose, to empower, uplift, and inspire.
I
And
love
I'm
that.
happy to. What did you say, Mason?
I said I just love what you're saying. It's really
Thank
good.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, and it's good. But you're CEO as well.
Yeah.
I didn't realise everyone was CEOs here. It's kind of like we're going undercover on a secret mission. It seems. Because yeah, because May, let's say May was a long way away when we all did Mental Health Awakening. I didn't realise everyone was a CEO. And yeah. I guess Angela. Would you mind? To anyone who doesn't know what a CEO is, could you maybe explain what it is? As everyone is a CEO here.
All right. So this would be a good one for everyone to share.
Yeah.
But CEO stands for Chief Executive Officer, right? So that means that we're entrepreneurs. We have founded our own businesses. We have created our own brands. We maintain and we stabilize the business itself. We run the back office. We manage. We're on top of the projections and the building and the growing and the scaling. And so, as I introduce myself, and for me, this says it all. I am the face of the business. And that is primarily why I introduce myself as the face of the Jackson Impact.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really cool. Like isn't it? Like when you talk about your being a CEO, I guess you'll feel like you're pretty cool when you say that.
I do, absolutely. I honestly, it is now embedded in who I am. It's one of those where, a lot of times we say, I'm looking for my purpose. I'm trying to find my purpose. But for me, the purpose is already there. It's just uncovering that. It's just revealing that. So it's a part of that character where growing up, everybody said, "Oh, you're so animated." And I was like, "Oh, that's a fit. We just put honey the face of the Jackson Impact." So there you have it.
Yeah. Yeah, because for anyone who doesn't know what a CEO is, they would like when we watch the films, you have people going undercover and stuff like that there. But it's really cool that you are all CEOs of like you say, like your own kind of stuff and still doing it now. Like we're still talking months ago, I guess, like since we all did the Mental Health Awakening together. And I think everyone here came back for the finale as well. Because I know everyone who was in Mental Health Awakening didn't. Some didn't come back for like the finale episodes, but everyone here came back. So it's almost like Mental Health Awakening part 2 or something like that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Community and connection is very important.
Definitely, and like
Yes.
it's really really cool. And speaking about Mental Health Awakening, Angela, we were talking about doing as like left off from the last episode, I guess, of Mental Health Awakening. We were talking about like if anyone wanted us to do a second series, and we're going to do another series of Mental Health Awakening. So anyone who was in the first series, or everyone gets the chance to come back for the first episode. That will be really fun. And if anyone is very interested in that here on this call today, you can come back on the first episode next year. But if anyone watching and listening is watching now, listening, and feels like they want to tell their mental health story, it could be about it could be any background. It could be about like chronic illness and Crohn's, or like me and Angela have, or it doesn't have to be that. It can be like your mental health worker, like
Anxiety.
yeah, anxiety. That's really good there, Myesha. Definitely anxiety. Like everyone here, it takes I guess it takes courage, doesn't it, just to speak about mental health anyway. Just to speak about it,
Yeah.
because it is a very it's a very tough topic to speak about. I think when you talk about anything, like if you get up in front of an audience, probably loads of strangers, you don't know them, or like you ask someone, like maybe ask someone to come on my podcast, you guess you read a little bit of their background or stuff, but you don't know them. So it's really nice when you get people like yourselves, even you, Angela, but because like as well, and like you don't know much about them, and then you get to know them. Well, he's probably speaking for about an hour. You get to know who they are and what they do, and Myesha is very passionate about anxiety, because her episode was all about anxiety. Shay's episode all
Yes.
about speaking and what she does, and you can tell she's really good at it, because yeah, like she's very good at her speaking. And yeah, and with Angela and Dr. Dangerfield, they know each other, and I think they are in, like they said at the beginning, they are under the same kind of, I guess, bracket, I guess. So it's really cool. Like, you'll share your stories, and it's yeah, it's good that we all could be here today. So I guess if we go on to how we're all, what we've been up to, have we been up to any new things with mental health, or like anyone done anything with what they do, and like that could be to anyone. There's no sort of kind of cue who says what now. Like I can just leave it to any of you if you want to say anything.
I took a step back and did more of a personal development and spiritual awareness. I did some fasting and some praying, and it gave me some significant results with the fast. Willing to give up some things to gain everything, to get a better understanding of your mind, your thoughts, conscious awareness, subconscious, how it all connects. It's not just a one part. You got some that may just be highly functional on a spiritual awareness, but lacking on the personal development. It's a balance. Therapy, helped me comb through my traumas. My spiritual awareness helped me connect and bring it all in together, and in my belief that I could do it, and my connection with my higher power, my source, gave me that push to do. And getting an understanding of both connections of levels got me to a level to do new things, creative things. Because when you're on that level of yourself and personal development and spiritual awareness and growth and development, your creative mind opens up. It really opens up. So I got a lot of new things that I'm rolling out as far as a brand, The Better Amazing, and getting connected with that, and doing more with the DBA Nights initiatives for different things that I do with the car show industry, and bringing others together as making an impact in the world and the community, not just at the standpoint of in my families, but other people that I'm connected to. I could go real deep with it, y'all. I could go real deep, but I'm going to just give you a little snippet of it, because it goes, being in your truth, going to the root of causes, attitudes, trauma, to work on those unresolved issues of your life, certain topics, the unseen, the untold. Being in your truth, because if you never lie to yourself, you never be lied to. And that's basically what I've been working on. I'm an author. I have been doing a completion of my book, and getting to the next level of that, so I can get that published, issued. And the speaking part, I'm elevated on that with new levels, new topics, plugging and unplugging. That's what I've been doing.
That sounds really like you say. It's very good, like, to have breaks, like you say there, Shay, because it is very important. Like to have breaks, and like it can be very draining as well. Like we always say, like people don't look like they like, you get that a lot, don't you? Like, people don't look like they are maybe ill or something like that. and yeah, it's very important to do that. But as well as that, you still can do things, even though it maybe not things that you would do in that normal routine. But there's still stuff you can do. Like it doesn't even have to be much. You can just be watching telly or just doing stuff you want to do. Just what keeps you happy.
That's right. The small things. It's the small things. And overcome and just make it understanding that it's not about being the best in perfection. It's progress over perfection. Just a
Yes.
small, just making up your bed daily, brushing your teeth with the opposite hand, doing little things, it just equals out and unfolds so many big things. Just start with the small, and those small things will elevate to this whole big package.
Yeah, it's so cool just doing those kind of things, because like yeah, it's not like a 24/7 thing. You can do it when you want. Like yeah, like it's just doing what you think's best.
Absolutely, but don't procrastinate. That's the opposite of self-discipline. Self-discipline is self-love, and that's major. That's key. Not goals and purposes. All of that falls into place once you get disciplined. You discipline yourself to do certain things. If you keep recognizing that, okay, I said I'm gonna do this today, but the next day comes, I say I'm gonna do it the next day. Being your own awareness, just that's discipline, because do what you said you were going to do and you realize it's 3 days later and you haven't. That's just something to be self-awareness of and discipline within yourself, because that'll equal out to that love for yourself. It's important for you to do what you told yourself that you were going to do, to fulfill the betterment of yourself.
Yeah, I
To
completely
be
agree.
intentional and consistent.
Consistent self-consistency. Yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Shay. It's a thank you for sharing. Because yeah, it's really good just to hear about how you've been doing since quite early on in the year. So yeah, like it's really good we all get to have a little catch up here.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm really glad that you can share that.
Because I
Um,
did
yeah,
down from everything. I haven't did any uploading. I left social media. Take the steps back, and I'm gonna come back 10 times better.
I know I miss your videos.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Yeah, I'm coming, beautiful.
yeah. Like I said before, Shay, we still need to do a video together or something. Like inspirational speech or something like that, because like at some point, because it's like yeah, like you're very good at talking, and like aren't you? So like we said before, and we'll definitely have to arrange that sometime, because that'd be really
Okay.
fun.
Thank you.
Yeah. Myesha, how have you been doing?
I've been doing pretty good. Working on developing my business and maintaining my mental health. As far as my anxiety, I've been keeping a positive mindset, being consistent, intentional about staying on course with achieving my goals. I've been doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Making new connections, positive connections.
That is really good. Like have you had a break at all, or have you just keep going like for since we last spoke?
No, I haven't taken a break. I need one, but I can't stop right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the break will come, but I keep pressing, it'll be worth the press.
Definitely. Like I think at some point I will need a break, because I think because with like with this podcast, it started in 2020, and I've had a few breaks. I've been on holiday this year a couple of times. Since we last spoke, actually, I've been to a couple of places, taking breaks and that, but not like a proper break, like a proper month or two break. Like always have things scheduled to go out in time. But as far as next year is concerned, nothing at the moment. So especially January, I will be taking a little bit of a break, but I'll still be active and sharing stuff. I'll still be sharing stuff about like different things. But yeah, just like as Angela said, I think it might have been before we started all that, or right at the start about it. As we're recording this, this is Crohn Declarative Awareness Week, so I am very much doing a lot for that, and sharing different things. I think Angela joined a live the other day, so that I did on I think it was Instagram, and just talking about Crohn's and IBD, because it's very important. Like I think like we said when it was Mental Health Awareness Month, that we can have all these awareness months, but we can still, I guess it's really special when they do come around, even though you do it anyway. Like you raise awareness of something anyway, like mental health, or let it be Crohn's, or let it be anxiety. There's probably an anxiety awareness month as well. Um, and yeah, you kind of yeah, but yeah, it's very important we speak about these things. But yeah, thanks for sharing, Myesha. Glad you're doing all right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Dr. Dangerfield, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you, Mason, for having us come back together to share some of the things that we've been up to since our last get together. For me, it's still helping to build and grow leaders within the mental health profession. So whether those individuals are mental health therapists, mental health coaches, or mental health advocates, is helping to build and grow their brand and business so that they can so that we can help build this platform and movement about mental health is something that we all have and that we all have to be we should not be ashamed of
Yes.
it. And so getting the word out more and more about what mental health, mental wellness, and mental illness, what it looks like and what the continuum looks like. So being able to show that, to share that within my platforms are in my community, especially when it connects to faith-based based communities. So I'm really working with a faith-based uh, organization that's really looking at holistic care from spiritual, mental, physical, emotional, all of that, taking it all together and helping to build community around that and to connect the community from not only the individuals that are out in the community, but also the church and other clinicians. So that's what I've been working on. And then also working to help to develop other counselors. My heart is for the therapist. It's always who's helping to serve the therapist while the therapist is out here serving other people. So my heart and passion is for that. So I'm doing things to help serve the therapist so that they can help, so that they can be out on the front lines serving the community.
Yeah, you've been really busy, it sounds.
Yeah, I stay busy
Yeah,
doing different things.
yeah, you're very, very, very busy.
Yeah, doing different things because I have such a passion. Such a passion for our profession and for our industry. Just looking at the number of people that mental illness and impacts, it's like we have to do something different. And being able to get other counselors and therapists trained and supported will help us to continue to do something to transform the community and the way it looks at mental illness and mental health.
Yeah, I completely agree, and I think yeah, it is very important just to like highlight like what you're saying, because
Mhm.
like because a lot of people who may be therapists or like and like
Mhm.
people mental health people like yourselves, and it's very important to help them as well, because they help people's mental health, but it's always good so they have the support as well.
Yeah, because it's who's helping us, because it's we're not immune just because we are therapists does not mean we are immune to mental illness or mental health. We are human.
Yes.
And so just giving support to another mental health therapist when they are dealing with their own anxiety, their own depression, different things that are going on in life, and being able to hold space for those individuals, because I know the importance of what a safe space is supposed to look like. And so I hold space for other therapists to have someone to talk to and to share what's going on with them without judgment, without having them feel like that they have to put on that brave face. It's like, hey, we're all human. It's life. I'm here to support you.
Yeah.
We can come to you without wearing any makeup.
Right. They can come and be exactly who they are. It's like you don't have to worry about putting that mask on, feeling like that you have to put up this happy face, because therapists, as we know, therapists have therapists. I have my own therapist. I talk to her every other week. And it's like, hey, I got to talk about what's going on in my life. And then also when I'm carrying the mantle for other individuals, it's like being able to say, hey, I need to talk to somebody to make sure that the way I'm thinking is okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and speaking about makeup, I saw something today. Like a friend of mine who has IBD shared something, and I thought it was really inspirational, because it was about like people take off their makeup because they feel like they're not sick or ill, and I thought and they said like you shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't have to prove a point that you don't look it, because it's all about like looks, about having something. If it's mental health, if it's Crohn's, if it's anxiety, like I feel you shouldn't have to do that, like just to make other people feel like you don't look like that, when there is no specific look.
That's true.
Yeah.
You hit it right there when you said there's no specific look, because it impacts mental health, impacts us all. Individuals that have Crohn and colitis, it impacts people. And you don't see it on the outside. It's not something that's on the outside. It's on the inside. And so but I like how people are sharing their story more, because I believe if you share your story, when you share your story, other people are able to connect. And we have to do more of that, even in the mental health profession, is being able to share our stories. Angela and I attended a conference a couple weeks ago, and I liked on that platform, they had a couple people really share their story as to what brought them into mental health and marketing, and being able to put that out, and then actually also seeing what therapy looked like. Because we did there was a young lady, she did try-on therapy, where people from the audience was able to see what a therapy session looked like, even if they've never been to therapy.
Yeah. That's good, because like you say, if there's people sharing their stories, obviously people are doing something right to help them, like to steer them, because it's not easy to share your story.
Right.
Like I didn't probably talk about mental health maybe since 2020. And yeah, it's hard like to talk about these things. Like you're not gonna say in the street or to some stranger that what your problems are, because you're not gonna do that. And like you said about humans, yeah, we are all human, but I would be open if there was more species around that we could link in with. Because like yeah, if we could all of a sudden talk to dogs or talk to animals or something like that would be really really cool. Or go into space, or like just you meet other species. But yeah, like you say,
Dogs are becoming more human every day.
they are.
Mhm.
They are.
Yeah.
And if you pay attention, sometimes when they're barking, you can sometimes hear the voice, like you're like, oh, okay, that's what you said, and it's like it's closer to what we say. It's like, oh, okay.
Yes. That's awesome. But yeah, thank you, Dr. Dangerfield. It's been good hearing like what you've been up to these past months. Yeah, I look forward to hearing about like seeing what happens, like the stuff you do, like in the future and stuff. Angela, what have you been up to?
Oh my goodness. So since we met last like this, I have had a bit of a family dynamic change of sorts. My oldest has gone off to college, and oh my goodness, that has just been a bittersweet feeling for me. I was excited about the high school graduation, and I knew that we were planning for college, but oh, when I saw the suitcases come out, mama was heartbroken. So I've gone through some adjustments within my family and my home, and then my other two children have kind of branched out, finding themselves, and also what I call making a Jackson impact, coming into their own interests and just showing up. And I'm just appreciative to be that example in the way I teach, in just the way that I model. My daughter said today, she said, one of my friends saw you on Instagram and she wants your autograph.
Oh,
So I
that's
laughed and I
amazing.
said,
Oh,
to me, that was that little sign and wink that, okay, you're still showing up. I did take a
yes.
little bit of a break, a little bit of a step back just to focus in and hone in on my family. And at that time, opportunities have come up in my immediate community. A lot of times I try to branch out, and I've made connections, like I always say, with the UK, with other different places, but there have been opportunities right where I live. And a lot of them have been with the faith community, faith-based. I recently um, had the opportunity to teach a class at the church that I attend with regard to parenting, domestic violence, and mental health. So it was a combination of both. And we know that Breast Cancer Awareness Month was the same month as Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So there was a lot of awarenesses to bring to the forefront. So just being able to be a support to, oh goodness, so something else that's different is, as I mentioned when I was talking about what a CEO does and what we do, I've been able to get a consistent assistant who actually can help me with optimization and all that stuff as far as the website. So I've had some updates behind the scenes, and I have really taken the time to self-evaluate, gain some awareness as far as direction, and just be more spiritually focused, instead of, as you mentioned, instead of putting that face on or hiding behind the makeup or hiding behind a mask. I have been able to share and be open with my genuine belief that mental health care is a very spiritual experience. And because you're dealing with the heart, the mind, the body of mankind. So it's a very spiritual experience. And that partnered with owning being a chronic illness counselor, that has been huge. Not just this week, right? This is Crohn's and Colitis Awareness Week, but just owning and being present for those that have chronic illnesses in general, autoimmune deficiencies in general. And along with the website updates, I was contacted by someone who said they were searching specifically for a counselor who addressed chronic illnesses. There were not a lot that showed up, but Angela T. Jackson, the face of the Jackson Impact, showed up as number 2 or number 3. And that just, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Nothing as far as public recognition or fame or achievement on that level, but that's the population of people that I'm most passionate about, because I'm a part of that population, So when I gain a client that has a chronic illness, or they specifically seek me out because they need to talk to somebody who understands the adjustment, the life changes, the grieving the past lifestyle, feeling like you can't live the way you lived before, and also having an example that, oh my goodness, there is life after that kind of change. There is even greater experiences that can still take place after a diagnosis. So it lets me know, right? So it doesn't matter if I'm moving slowly, I'm still in motion. I like to say forward is forward. Even if I'm taking baby steps, I'm still making those steps. So that definitely is the image that I seek to portray, is being present for those in need of support who are newly diagnosed and have chronic illnesses. So that's, hey, I've been chilling a little bit. I've had a vacation. I was very intentional about resting. I had one vacation where I could not unwind. I could not turn off. It took me 2 days. I was pacing. I was checking emails, and before I even felt in my body that I was on a vacation or a holiday, like you say. But this time I was very intentional and purposeful, and I had a plan. And my plan was, once I get on vacation, once I get to the lodging, I'm going to rest for 2 days. I don't want any sightseeing. I don't want any activities. I'm going to stay in bed as long as I want to. I'll get up, I have my coffee, sit on the balcony, get back into bed if I want to. And I did that for 2 days. By day 3, I was ready to go. So a vacation is needed. Every break that the kids have gotten, I have scheduled that time off as well. So that has been different for me. And that's also a benefit of being a CEO.
Yes.
I love my boss.
The power of the CEO.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And for 2023, my word is accelerate. I have, goodness, I've just been thinking about the things that I want for my children, the things that I want for them to be able to walk into, because I've planned and and not, of course they have to be independent. They will be kept and covered the way I was when I left home. But, there's that preparation that we want to do. A lot of times when you start a business, people don't think about, as we're doing now, the support, the network, and the community. But we have families, that are watching us grow. We have families that are watching us move forward, and that is a part of a level of inheritance, right? So I'm definitely focusing in on building even for my family. I want to set a better foundation for them, set them up for a greater foundation.
Definitely.
Yes.
I think that's a really good idea. I love your hat, by the way, Angela.
Thank you. Oh, hey, you're going to see a lot of this. This is hat season for me.
Hat season. But before going to one of the last questions, I'll tell you what I've been up to, I guess. I've been on a few holidays that I've already mentioned. Today I actually went. I said it briefly at the start. To those of you who were there at the start, I hosted a talent show today. It was about autism. It was, and it was my first like proper like I guess indoor event hosting it as well. Like since the pandemic, and like because of being immunocompromised with my Crohn's and stuff, that like it's been hard to do that stuff like that. So I was able to do it. And I had a nap afterwards. Like as soon as I got home. And because the World Cup's on in the moment, I missed the majority of the football. Um, but I was bored about that. I was just good. I had some sleep afterwards. But yeah, that was today. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Well, 'cause I did do a little kind of speech about Crohn's and colitis. Just keeping people aware. Of like just being I said at the beginning, just if you want to talk to me, you can just maybe step back a little bit. Don't come like to my face. COVID or not, pandemic or not, I don't like people close contact anyway. It's just one of those things. That it's really I don't know, like I guess you have to say it now because people just don't think like about like just personal space really. Like if you're going, I remember a situation. It was about I think last month. I think it was. It might have been the month before actually because we're in December now. um, I got because I collect each month I get a Doctor Who magazine from from the supermarket and stuff, and I asked a guy who was actually there where all the magazines were, and what happened was we I was asking like for help, but every time you would speak to him, he would get closer and closer, but which was hard because like you, if you're telling them to come back when they're trying to help you, they're going to think, hang on a minute, that I'm helping you and you're telling me to go away. So it's hard stuff like that. So at the start of the talent show, I did briefly just say that, and at the end a little bit as well, just rounding it up and everything. But yeah, that's what I've been up to, especially today. So it's been a very busy day today, and a nice way to end it for me, because I'm ahead of all of yous. um, just so to come here and have a good catch up with everyone. So that is what I've been up to.
Mason, can you talk a little bit about your birthday and the skydiving?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That's huge.
Yeah, I did a skydive for my birthday, um, and it was pretty cool. Like I did it I was due to do it at 10:30 in the morning, but because the clouds have to be really clear, it didn't work. So we had to wait a little bit, and it's really cool. It's almost like when you go to like with Formula One, they do a little briefing before you actually go in. So I had to have a briefing just to. It's not like a roller coaster. You get told it's definitely not a roller coaster. Um, um, like because you have to protect the guy, the person who's doing your tandem with you as much as they protect you. So as you're going down, you can't flap or you can't touch him if you're nervous, or anxious or anything. So you can't do any of that, because if something does disrupt him, something could go wrong. But it was very small space in the plane, and as I got in, I was last because I was first out the plane. So I got in the plane last to go up into the sky, and because when you get into a plane, like on holiday, it's different because you put your seatbelt on. That's what I did as soon as I got in. I saw something I got to attach myself to, and my instructor said, "No, you don't need to do that. You'll clip onto me. I'm your seatbelt." So I clip onto him. We go up in the air, and the door is still open. And I'm thinking, is this door ever going to shut? And it eventually did. And you go up high, and you think, like, when it goes up really high, I say to my instructor, are we near at the top? He said, no, we're not at the top. We've got to go above the clouds. You've got to go all the way above the clouds to get where we got to be. So it took about 15 minutes to get up to that point. And like you can't hear it in the plane. Like I had a video, so I don't know if any of you guys who haven't seen my video, you can if you want. I can share it with you if you haven't seen it, but if you have, cool. But yeah, like I was first out. So how it goes is like my instructor said, "Are you ready, Mason?" I said, "No, I'm not ready." um, and what happened was I was shaking a little bit. You know when you get nervous and you shake your legs, or it might be a ride or something like that. Like really, like just really anxious. And I was first. I guess I think it's best to go first because if you're watching other people do it, it probably makes you even more nervous. So me going first. So what I have to do is I didn't look down because when you're hanging out the plane, you're put in a position where you look up. So like say my head is on my instructor's shoulder. So you like that, and then your elbows have to go like that, and then your heels, you have to put your heels up so it goes between his legs. So you're like this, and then you're looking up, like say you're looking up really to the sky at that point, and then you jump out. But I am putting my hands aren't like my elbows are like that, but my hands are hold on to kind of my belt, like not belt, like just like the harness kind of bit, just where he can put your hands, and that is for the free fall. This is all for the free fall, and then you can kind of relax. So free fall about 150 miles an hour, going fast, really fast, and my heart was beating very fast, by doing that, and still when it stopped, and like you're doing that, and then it's actually pretty, you wear your goggles, and then as soon as you're doing that, you go like that, and you're looking down, and it goes really fast, and then as soon as like the parachute goes up, you're virtually stopped. It's almost like you're stopped in the air, like you're floating in the air, really slow. Um, and then you can look around, and you can have the choice. If you want to go like do swings on it, like you got like swinging gliding. But as soon as that happened, I said, "Is my heart supposed to be beating that fast?" Um, and I think I was a little bit out of breath. It makes you really tired, like having a chronic illness as well. And it's something I'm gonna do. By the time this comes out, I would have done, but I wanted to say something about having Crohn's, and doing skydiving in case anyone else wants to do it if they have like a chronic illness or anything, because I feel like they can. Like if you're okay, you can do it. But that I was there. I was basically the first one out, and I was like the second from last. I got there just before the last one did, so I guess I had the best experience, I'd say, because I was in the air the longest. And you're not in the air long. It takes maybe about 5 minutes to get down, when it takes 15 minutes to get up. Um, and 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 the thing is, like, you have to put your legs basically near your waist. So as you're getting to near the ground, you have to put your legs really high, and you're really tired as well. And when you get to the ground, you get like I had a nap like I did today, but the talent show not as, I guess, impactful as a skydive with tiredness. But I had a nap, about an hour or so nap, might even have been 2 hours. And like all recorded, it's really cool because like person says to me, I would you do this again? I said I wouldn't do it tomorrow. I would do it again, but it's maybe not on my next wish list of doing things. But it was really cool. Because even before the actual skydive, my camera person, because like the camera person is actually going with you, so my camera lady, it was really cool because she's on the side of the plane, like the wing, let's say, near the wing, and then she jumps, and then when you're doing your free fall, she's right in front of your face, look like she's freezing in time or something. And then before anything, she was really nice to talk to because I asked her a million questions, like about happening, um, and it makes you really relax as well because these people have done like the camera lady is a harder job than actual your skydive person because she's got to record it all and get to ground before you. And as soon as the first thing I said when my parachute was open and I was gliding down, I said to my instructor, where's the camera person? I just saw her 5 seconds ago. And he said, she's on the floor already. And I said, already? We just saw her. But but yeah, I would say the best part is the free fall. Even though very like it's cool because you get to look at the view as well. It's really cool. But it's not like a roller coaster, but it is a really good experience. And I did it for charity as well. So I guess that was one of the things I did it. It was all for my 21st birthday as well. So it was a good way to celebrate. But yeah, that is a bit about my skydiving.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah. Would any of you have any of you done a skydive, or would you want to do one?
I don't think I would want to. The closest I've done is a short zip line. I did that in Gatlinburg, and that's probably the closest I would get to it.
I've done
At one-
parasailing. That's about it.
At one time, I said I wanted to skydive until
Skydiving.
I was going to do it with my cousin for her 50th birthday, but then her grandmother said, I asked both of you not to do such thing. And I said, I'll agree with your grandma. We're not going to do that.
Just go parasailing. That's close enough.
That's close enough. There you go.
Have the boat to pull you along.
I know. Oh my goodness.
You're brave, Mason.
Yeah.
As a part of
Yeah, that was
overcoming
brave.
my fears, I've got a deep interest. It's on my list. It came on my list about 2 months ago. That and insects and snakes. I called a friend to set up an arrangement because I went back to ask myself, why am I afraid of snakes? And just tracing back stuff and why am I afraid of heights? So I'm going to got those on my list to do so that I can conquer back that reason of why did I even have a fear in the beginning? And insects like spiders. The other day I went and I got a jar and put it in a jar and put it outside. I haven't been killing any insects. I haven't been killing any insects. I've been letting them go.
Wow.
It's been a lot. It's been a tremendous change, and I've been enjoying it. But yes, I am totally interested now in the skydiving.
Yeah, you have to let me know, Shay, if you ever do one.
Yes.
And something similar is the hot air balloon. I want to try the hot air balloon.
Oh,
I want to do that.
That just seems more scary than a skydive.
Oh my goodness.
No, see,
I imagine the basket falling off.
The jumping out part, because with the hot air balloon, you just stay inside.
Do they have you in stuff that if it falls, do they have you in stuff? Do you have a packet on your back?
Tried it, but it's on my bucket list.
I
don't know.
I'll tell you what's on my bucket list now. I want to do there's a fastest zip line in I think one of the fastest zip lines in the world. I want to do, and also I would like to do a bungee jump one day.
Well, yeah, if you jump out of a plane, you could do bungee jumping.
That's right.
Yeah. So you need to go. I'm gonna find out from my friend and text you. He went to a trip in some part of Mexico, and it was way up in the air between like a canyon, and it was a swing. He said his nuts, his balls, and everything felt like it went to his stomach. But it there's nothing. It's like a big swing. You just go, and you just air on that big old swing. It's like a it's like a zip line. Leave out of traction all the way through that canyon.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get on that and come to the next episode and not speak. Y'all know.
You lost. What you say? You lost all of your voice and breath.
Yeah, that if I ever did one, I would want to do some with some good views, like or somewhere, because like it does. Although it's very short. Like I think I should do it multiple times as well. So it is it's something I like to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna ask everyone like if anyone wants to answer this question. Like I know Angela shared hers, but is there anyone else? Does anyone have any kind of things they plan to like goals or such in next year for 2023? Like anything you want to do?
Yes, I do. Next year I plan on developing my website for my business and being more intentional about the development of the business and receiving coaching and guidance from others who have already perfected their business.
That sounds a
Yeah,
really good idea.
I'm looking forward to the new year,
Yeah,
new beginnings.
Yes.
definitely.
Well, for me, being more intentional about downtime, like vacationing, like Angela talked about, be more intentional about that and releasing the 2 books that I've been holding on to. So
Awesome.
releasing them and putting them out there and getting to speak more.
Yeah.
Shay, what you over there saying? I see
What
your
you
finger.
up?
What'd you
What you holding
say?
on to for? Why you holding on to it?
Yes, 2023 gonna be year of
I'm gonna
release.
it would be
That's
my
it.
year
The year
release.
of
Let
release.
me
Yes,
let me tell you something. Like
Down.
God gave it to you to give it. Let me tell you
I know.
something.
Yeah,
We don't walk by that casket at an age 110 and say, "Damn, she wrote a mighty good book, but she didn't give it to us. She didn't leave it here."
yeah. I'm releasing it. I'm releasing it. It will be released.
2023.
Both of them.
When
You
Both of
did
gonna
you
them.
have us in
start
your inbox.
doing these books?
This year, actually in 2022, I have one of them that's almost complete. I just have to do a few more edits on, and the other is just to actually pull the information together because that one came out of a 31-day leadership post that I did for the month of October. So I'm gonna turn that into journal journal. So I just have to pull that together and add. But I have one. It's it's just needs to be tweaked just a little bit more, and then it'll be
Yes,
ready.
that's
So
Don't
it.
Yeah.
what'd
don't
you
keep
say?
Well,
finding yourself thinking.
congratulations in advance.
Thank you.
Look,
What'd you say, Shay?
You are
what you say, Shay?
Don't keep tweaking.
I'm gonna release it. I'm gonna
You gotta
release it.
find you gotta find a point to. Okay, no more tweaking. This is it.
Yes,
it's it.
yes.
I just congratulated her. It's
Thank
it.
you.
That's it.
Yes,
It's on.
yes.
She's gonna do it. She got this.
It's on and popping
I'm
now.
going to release. It's gonna be released. It's gonna be released first quarter of
No
2023.
red
Come
light.
Ooh, go
Yes.
ahead.
Yes.
First quarter. I
Yeah.
hear that.
First,
Yep.
I
yeah,
hear
No
first
that.
red
quarter
lights allowed.
2023.
You
You
know, I tell you, a lot of times we do these posts, and that is our intellectual knowledge.
It is.
So, and I look,
like
I did. That's a book. The
you,
stuff that we post and pour our heart out. Yes.
Yep.
so with these you say 2 books, so are you releasing them both at the same time or one first and one a bit later?
They'll both be released in the first quarter of 2023.
Okay.
Both of them.
Okay.
Maybe not at the same time, but very close behind each other.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, Dr. Dangerfield, and I just want to plug this in here now, y'all. She's already an author. She has been featured in a couple of books already. So this is not project number 1. This is not. So yes,
It would be mine by myself. Yeah.
that's right.
It'll be
That's
mine by
right.
myself.
That's right. What is it? You've been a feature, or what do they call it when you have like the
I was a-
special feature in an anthology?
yeah, in that one I was one of the mental health experts
That's right.
and shut them down
That's right.
about Black women in corporate America.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's really good. And Shay, you mentioned about, like, is it a book that you're releasing as well?
Get out of my business, Mason.
No, you said it out loud. We heard
No,
you.
you shared it with us.
Yes.
Yeah, you mentioned it.
Deadline. I had found myself procrastinating on the editing portion. So I gave myself a deadline. And that is this month, the 23rd. So
Okay.
yeah,
Congratulations.
editing portion and zipping it on through and letting my professional editor just do the portion of like the periods and the dot and the I's and all that. But I'm writing. It's me that's the excellence, the brilliance, and the experience of the book to give another hope by telling my story and my transparency to be someone's transformation and being the blueprint to, unresolved traumas, mental health awareness, understanding oneself and connecting back to oneself and bringing it back inward. And the book pinpoints different letters, a letter to the guys that molested me, a letter to my daughter, a letter to God, a letter to my younger self. And it piece it in and yeah.
It sounds very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Therapeutic.
Three coaches.
Yeah.
Definitely. Definitely. And
It gives
Awesome.
life. I'm not going to be one at the mountain and shouting down to tell you how to come up. I'm gonna walk up with you.
Yeah.
That's
great.
right. That's what
Yeah,
it is.
that's
Walk
good.
walk alongside you.
definitely.
Yep.
All right. All right. Listen, we all CEOs on here, right, Mason? We got
Mhm.
one more author that'll be coming out.
Yeah. Yeah.
CEOs of authors or something.
Yeah.
In the making.
Right.
So-
Receive that.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you have anything like planned for next year, Shay? Or anything? Do you have any like goals for next year or anything?
I started my next year this year.
Yes, I like that.
2 months ago I started it.
Mhm.
And that's just basically to sum it up, being a better me. I look in the mirror, I go at it at competition to me each day, better than I was the day before. Every day is a fresh start. So I began that method 2 months ago, and 2023, yeah, though it's already began for me, I'm coming through, swinging right and left, hooks and knocking out all obstacles and challenges, that come in my way, the storms. They got to be rebuked, they got to be moved. And it's like an album. I'm coming out hard.
23, the better me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. 2023 has already started.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
She said
I'm giving
2023 is the better me.
The better me in 2023.
I love that. I love that.
Yes.
Well, that is
Yes.
really good.
I've been saying it's above me in 2023. I'm on this
It's
faith
above
walk.
me in 2023.
Look, I'm rededicating the business itself. I'm rededicating that to God, to my beliefs, and just kind of partnering and bringing it all together. That's a part of me. As Dr. Dangerfield and Mason said earlier, that's a part of me taking the makeup off. I'm living it for who I am, and look, putting it in God's hands, and
be you on purpose.
That's right.
Be your own purpose.
Yep.
I love
Be
that.
you on purpose.
I love that. Before we finish, I'm just gonna go to everyone if they have any last words or any advice. As you all probably know, and last times we've done this. You know the process. Myesha, I'll start with you.
Okay. Thanks for tuning in. Continue to follow us. I'll continue to share my story and my testimony in the arena of community mental health. Don't forget to be you on purpose.
Yeah,
Have a good night.
I love that, Myesha. It's yeah, be your own purpose. I love that. Shay.
Thank you.
As for me, Shay Knight, the queen of better than amazing. You got to understand to wake up better than amazing. Each day that you wake up is a fresh start. Each day that you get on top of the ground is the best day ever. So be better than amazing. Think better than amazing. Love you better than amazing because you woke up better than amazing. So start your day off with that, end your day with being better than amazing. You did your best. So for me, I just want to let you all know that I appreciate you. I value you. I love you. Those are not just words to be thrown around. I take it sincere to the heart as an advocate and speaker of helping those with mental health and understanding how to comb through it. Just continue to be in the best you and to be better than amazing. That's the words of Shay Knight.
Yeah.
Woke up this morning.
I love that, Shay. Like be the best you is completely agree. I think that's really good, and it's been great speaking to you again.
Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Dangerfield.
Well, I want to thank everybody for listening in and joining in this conversation, and most definitely ignite your impact because you already have inside of you what you need to be the best you. So don't think about it. Just go ahead and ignite your impact because it's already inside of you by showing up, being who you're called to be, doing what you're called to do, and serving the people that you're called to serve. And so every day we are leading.
Definitely. I completely agree there. And yeah, and just speaking with Shay and Dr. Dangerfield, looking forward to those books and seeing them.
Yeah.
Got you.
Really exciting, and you have to let us all know when they are. Like, if people can read them or stuff from maybe overseas, if they would like to, because I know here on the podcast is quite a growing audience, not just UK and American based. I just got the stats not long ago, and quite a lot of it is actually from you got some in Canada, you got some in Ireland. Actually, Ireland is quite popular, and I didn't think it would be. But yeah, I look forward to seeing all that with you guys. Angela.
I want to say to everyone, address it and don't suppress it.
Yeah.
Address it and don't suppress it, whether it's stress, whether it's frustration, whether it's depression, whatever the feeling is, confusion, address it. See mental health care as self-care. Ask the questions, inquire. A lot of times that stigma still shows up. People are afraid to embrace counseling or therapy services. View it as self-care. Self-care is more than you taking care of yourself at the barbershop or the beauty shop or the salon or the mall. You have to consider that professional self-care, social self-care, the spiritual self-care. And something I've even had to consider now is even spatial self-care. Does your space look and feel the way you want it to? Are you in the right places at the right time? So even consider that. Mental health care is self-care.
I completely agree with that, Angela. Like self-care is really important, I think. Like you saying, like just having your own good space. Like everyone's different and we're not all the same. Like
Right.
which is good. We don't want to be the same because if that was the same, we wouldn't need to be here today, would we?
That's right.
Definitely. Definitely. But to anyone listening and watching, we hope you really enjoyed this episode of Community Unite. Angela will definitely be back next year with me. We'll be hosting Community Mental Health Awakening 2, like a second series of that, where some people here, I'm sure, will be there for the first episode, just to kind of start things off for the new series. And it will be some new people as well will be coming on for that series as well. We've already got a few people in mind, which is really good, but before even 2023 has started. But yeah, Mental Health Awakening will be there next year. And as I said earlier in the episode, if anyone wants to be on now to tell the mental health story on that, you're more than welcome to. And yeah, just get in touch. And yeah, it'd be lovely to hear about mental health story, because mental health, as well as we talk about other things, mental health is always there. It's always going to be there and thereabout, and it's good to talk about it. But to everyone here, I hope you have a really good Christmas and a happy New Year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. And as Shay has said, 2023 has already started. Yeah.
That's right.
Well, thank you, everyone. It's been awesome.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Mason.
For
Thank
having
you.
us, Mason.
Yeah, thanks.